Amid one of Brazil's most beautiful landscapes, a structure stands out for its innovative design and more than 3 kilometers in length. Responsible for connecting São Paulo to Mato Grosso do Sul, the Hollenberg-Volo Road Rail Bridge is the largest river bridge in the country. But did you know that this project, valued at 550 million reais, posed enormous engineering challenges for the construction teams? So stay with us for the next few minutes to cross this incredible structure over the Paraná River. This is Construction Time. I'm Luciano Guimarães, and in this video you'll learn about the largest road rail bridge in Brazil. Inaugurated in May 1916, in 1998 the Ponte Rodoviária Rodoferroviária Hollenberg-Volo, also known as the Road Rail Bridge over the Paraná River, connects the states of São Paulo and Mato Grosso do Sul. More precisely, between the cities of Rubineia, in the interior of São Paulo, and Aparecida do Taboado. One of the most interesting features of this mega construction is its versatility, allowing the passage of both freight trains and road vehicles. With its immense concrete pillars and metal tracks, the bridge stands out in the landscape, attracting the attention of everyone who visits it. And far beyond its innovative design, the Rolimberg and Hollenberg-Volo Bridge has impressive numbers. It is 3,700 meters long, 26 meters high, and 18 meters wide, in addition to spans of 100 meters. However, did you know that even though it is a recent icon of Brazilian civil construction, this bridge was first considered more than 120 years ago? The road rail bridge over the Paraná River was developed to simplify transportation between São Paulo and Mato Grosso. It's important to highlight that the project cut the crossing time in the region to just 5 minutes. Previously, the route was completed in approximately an hour and a half by ferry, trips that, by the way, were restricted to favorable weather conditions. And to understand the historical context of the bridge, we need to go back to the beginning of the last century. In 1901, the writer Euclides da Cunha, author of the national literary classic Os Sertões, was already advocating for the construction of a bridge over the Paraná River, creating a railway connection between São Paulo and Mato Grosso. Although the project proved to be extremely promising, especially for boosting 2 of the main agricultural commodity producers in the country, it was only in 1974 that the next step was taken. At the time, Federal Deputy Vicente Volo from Mato Grosso presented a project with changes to the National Transportation Plan, and among the new features was precisely the bridge connection between São Paulo and Mato Grosso. After a series of delays, the construction of the bridge began in 1991 and was even halted in 1995 due to budget restrictions from the federal government. After protests, including a statement from then-Senator Vicente Volo, construction was resumed in 1997 and completed a year later on May 29, 1998. However, amid such a chaotic context marked by ups and downs, the Hollenberg-Volo Railway Bridge can be considered a success story of Brazilian civil engineering. Find out why right after this. Building a bridge over the sea presents a series of enormous challenges, among them the fact of being exposed to waves and ocean currents. They require special construction techniques to ensure stability and prevent erosion in the bridge's foundations. Now imagine how this challenge was even greater in the construction of the Hollenberg-Volo Road Rail Bridge, which has 2 levels. The lower level is designated for the railway, which is part of the Northern Railway, also known as Norte Brazil, or EF 364. In operation since 1989, Ferronorte has a length of 775 kilometers, connecting Santa Fe do Sul in the interior of São Paulo to Rondonópolis, Mato Grosso, passing through the territory of Mato Grosso do Sul. Above the railway, on the bridge, there is a highway with 4 lanes, 2 in each direction, connecting the Euclides da Cunha Highway, São Paulo, 320, to BR 346. However, those who see this steep bridge in operation may not even have an idea of how complex the construction process was. The execution of the bridge project, carried out by the Brazilian construction company Constran, began with the creation of robust concrete piers designed to withstand the most challenging natural forces. In this regard, advanced construction techniques and high-quality materials were used, ensuring the stability of the structure. It is worth noting that about 25,000 cubic meters of concrete were used in the foundation, which consisted of caissons at depths of up to 55 meters. By the way, during the foundation and concreting process, a lifting platform imported from the Netherlands was used. The installation of the steel deck, capable of supporting the traffic of trains and vehicles, marked the next stage of the project. But how is it possible to assemble about 20,000 tons of steel in the structure of the bridge? The answer to this complex question is simple: through a continuous launching system for the structure. It works like this. As this component was being assembled, 2 continuous sliding devices consisting of rollers fixed to the bridge pillars on each bank hydraulically moved the structure until the bridge span was completed. In general terms, the construction faced a series of operational challenges, such as the presence of rocks in the riverbed, especially basalt, which had to be overcome and removed using 2 drilling machines. Strong winds, capable of reaching 162 kilometers per hour, and waves over 2 meters high were also major obstacles during the construction. In this context, the major highlight was the pioneering use of a storm warning system coordinated by meteorologist Nilo José do Nascimento Franco, ensuring the safety of the workers and the progress of the construction. Currently, this model is widely used in projects of this scale, helping to raise construction quality standards around the world. It is clear that the Rolenburg and Hollenberg-Volo Bridge has become synonymous with civil engineering excellence, not only in Brazil, but throughout Latin America. And more than just the innovations in the design, the bridge stands out for its impressive numbers, starting with the estimated budget of 550 million reais. As if that amount wasn't impressive enough, it's worth highlighting something. That's the value of the project at the time of its inauguration. That is in May 1998. In today's values, taking into account the adjustment by the IGP-FGV index, the amount spent on the construction of the bridge corresponds to a little over 4 billion and 185 million reais. To give you an idea, in January 2024, the government of the state of São Paulo announced the construction of an overpass in Campinas. In addition to a series of other road projects in the interior of São Paulo state, with an investment of 160 million reais. Thinking about numbers that are more common in our daily lives, the nearly 4.2 billion reais from the adjusted budget for the Rolenburg and Hollenberg-Volo Bridge would be enough to buy more than 57,000 new economy cars. Or, if your goal isn't a car but a very comfortable property, you could buy the most expensive mansion in Brazil, valued at 220 million reais, and you would still have 4 billion left over. Far beyond these figures, the bridge over the Paraná River has 2 impressive numbers. The first has to do with the large spans, 100 meters wide. This measurement is 46 meters wider than the largest ship in the world, the Wonder of the Seas. The second number, logically, has to do with the length of the Rolenburg-Hollenberg-Volo Bridge, 3,700 meters long, which is equivalent to almost 31 soccer fields. In fact, this measurement is far from the nearly 13,300 meters in length of the Rio-Niterói Bridge, for example. However, it is enough to give the Rolenberg-Ronenberg-Vulo the title of the longest river bridge in Brazil, 93 meters longer than the Ayrton-Senna Bridge between Mato Grosso do Sul and Paraná. Without a doubt, the future of the Rolenberg-Rodolfo-Roviaria-Rolenberg-Volo Road Bridge is absolutely promising. After all, the structure will continue to play a fundamental role in the logistics and economic development of two important regions of the country, the interior of São Paulo and Mato Grosso do Sul. In addition, improvements and upgrades are being studied to ensure that the bridge continues to meet future transportation needs. In other words, the Rodolfo-Roviaria Bridge is more than just an incredible structure. It's one of the country's landmarks. It is an undeniable icon of progress for millions of Brazilians. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Did you know about this incredible structure? Did you know we had such an impressive bridge? If not, or even if you did, leave your thoughts about it in the comments below. I'll make sure to read all of them. That's it for now. Take care and see you in the next video.